everyone, welcome back to Kavita Ravindran's Accounts is Easy. I hope you're finding it easy. Dissolution anyways is a very easy chapter, children. You should go for it. You should not leave it at any cost. Short sums, easy sums, and I'm there for you. So today we are taking one more sum in which we have, apart from the partner's capital account, current accounts also. Okay, so let's see what's the treatment of current accounts when it's given in the sum. The sum is right in front of you. Question number 27 of DK Goel says A, B, C are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 1:2:2, and the balance sheet is also given to us. In the balance sheet we can see the various assets that are there and also the current accounts of B and C, and in the liability side, apart from capitals, you can see current account of A. So it's very much possible कि कुछ partners का credit balance है current account में और कुछ का debit है. Never mind. Now all you have to understand here is we are closing all the books. So we are closing all the accounts. We cannot have both the capital and the current accounts because ultimately जो भी पैसा है partner का या current account में या capital account में has to be paid, right? Eventually settled, or maybe he has to bring in some cash at the end. So for that we need to continue only with one account. That is the capital account. So current account को close कर देना है. That's what you need to understand, right? Current account balance will be transferred to capital account. That's it. Nothing else. C died on 1st April 2015. Okay. And the firm had to be dissolved. The following transactions took place. So that's part of the adjustments later on. So let's first do the first step. As we have learned in the previous videos, the links to which are attached in the description box. Please do watch those videos. Now, let us close all the liabilities. I can see only sundry creditors here. I hope you remember that we transfer all the assets and liabilities that can be realized in cash, assets that can be realized in cash, and liabilities that you have to pay to outsiders. All those have to be transferred to realization account, closed. As only sundry creditors goes from the liability side because partner का capital account तो यहाँ पे separately खुलना है. So you will do by balance brought down. A, B and C 1 lakh, 1,50,000 and 1,40,000. Alright? Now, these are the figures in front of you. Then we have current account of A. So how do I close the current account? Current account of A has a credit balance. I will have to debit it to close it and transfer that amount to the credit of partner's capital. Journal entry here. A's current account debit to A's capital account. So it's by A's current account. 20,000. Alright? So A had 1 lakh in his capital and 1 lakh in his 20,000 in his current account. So total कितना हो गया? 1,20,000. Simple. Come to the asset side. We have goodwill, building, patents, investments. Goodwill, building, patents, investments. Everything, all assets, tangible, intangible, fixed, current, all will go here. Bills, receivable, debtors, provision will come here. Yes, in the last video we learned that debtors and provision were two separate accounts, so we have to close it separately. Okay, provisions 1,200. Cash at bank, balance brought down. This is one asset which will never be transferred to realization account, children, because we don't have to realize it, right? ये पैसा already cash form नहीं है. Then let me put the amounts of these assets: 40,000, 2,80,000, 18,000, 25,000, stock 40, and bill receivable 8. Debtors I put the gross amount, not the net amount, 24,800. Please remember that, children. So here it's done. Current accounts of B and C are left. Current accounts of B and C have debit balance, that's why they are coming on the asset side. ये पैसा firm को B और C से लेना है, right? The firm doesn't owe to them, they owe to the firm. Therefore, it should be subtracted from their capitals. Therefore, it is to B's current account. In B's capital account, I will put 8,400 and C's current account has a balance of 12,200. That I will debit to C's capital account. Okay. So the first step is over. We have put all the assets and liabilities in their respective places. Let's start with adjustments. An unrecorded asset was realized for 50,000. Asset recorded ho, chahe not recorded ho. Okay. Both will have the same treatment. We will have to debit bank account credit realization because price unrealized. So here I will write to realization 50,000. Bank में पैसा आ गया. And here I will write bank unrecorded asset 50,000. Okay. So whenever you are realizing an asset, please credit the realization, debit the bank account. Then B took over investments, half of the investments at 10% discount. Investments book value कितना है? 25,000. Okay. 25,000 is the book value. Half of that he is taking half, meaning 12,500 the investments he is taking over, but not at the book value but at a discount of 10%. 10% of this is the discount. So how much is the discount? 1250. Itna less ho jayega. So 11250 is the agreed value at which B is taking over the investments, half of the investments. Okay. So 1250, 10% discount, 250. Yes. So with this, what is the entry? Asset being taken over by partner. Partner's capital account debit to realization. So I write here to realization 11,250. यहाँ पर आ जाएगा by B's capital 11,250. This is for investments, right? Then C took over bills receivable as 20% discount. B is taking over another asset. Bill receivable is an asset. 20% discount में ले रहा है, so 6,400, right? See, 8,000 is bills receivable. 20% of that is 1,600. 16,000 less. 1,600 less, so 6,400. At this value, I will have to debit C's capital. Debit C's capital 6,400. I'm writing here itself because the entry is the same, to realization. Then, stock realized as follows. Now, stock, whatever it is, and sometimes they will be given like this. Various assets are realized in a particular manner. 60% of stock realized in full, meaning jitna book value tha utna mil gaya. In full means that stock is 40,000. Total is 40,000. So 60% of that will be 24,000. Realized in full, पूरा पैसा मिल गया. 10% of stock was realized at a discount of 20%. 10% of this, meaning 4,000. It was realized at a discount of 20%. मतलब 4,000 नहीं मिला, उसका 20% less मिला, meaning 80% मिला. So that comes at 3,200. Right? What did I do? 10% of stock, 4,000. 20% of that is what? 800. Discount. I did not receive 4,000. I received 800 less. So 3,200 I received. And the remaining stock, remaining कितना है? 60 हो गया, 10% हो गया, 70% हो गया, 30%. Remaining is 30%. You sold at a profit of 20%. At 20% profit. So बताओ, come on, tell me. 30% of this 40,000. is how much? 12,000. 12,000 at 20% profit. So 12,000 ka 20%, that comes to 2,400, right? So if we add it, it comes to 14400. Alright? So that's how your stock has realized this amount. Alright? So if I total it up, 600, 41,600. This is the total amount that I have realized from stock. Clear? I don't have to pass separate entries for all this. This entire one, the amount that has come, I will write here by bank. This is for stock that I have received, 41,600. And immediately here, I will write 41,600. Please, whenever you are doing dissolution sums, put both the effects simultaneously. Otherwise, again, your sum will go wrong. Building realized 2,000, 2,50,000, debtors 20,000, goodwill nil, 0, remaining investments 10,000. So here I can write here by bank the breakup of all this. Building 2,50,000, debtors 20,000, goodwill nothing, so I will not write, and investments 10,000. So 2,80,000 is what I received by selling off these three assets. So I put it here to realization 2,80,000. Alright? So that's how we are doing step by step whenever the asset is being realized. You are seeing if you are selling it outside also it's coming to the credit of realization. Partners are taking over, then also we are crediting realization. Correct? Discount of 1,600 was allowed by creditors. That means the remaining amount I have paid, creditors are how much? 50,000. उसमें से 1,600 minus कर दो, 48,400 I will have to pay. So I will have to pay. So it is, the money is going out, 50,000 minus 1,600. 48,400. Right? That's what is being debited to realization to bank. Whenever I pay the liability, it has to be debited to realization, 48,400. Okay. That was only one liability. Now, contingent liability not brought into account was settled for 2,000. Okay. जैसे unrecorded asset का भी entry होता है, if we sell it off. Contingent liability is something which is not recorded, but then we will have to pay that. Same entry. Realization account debit to bank. So recorded or not recorded. If I am paying, I will have to pass the entry. Okay? Yep. That done, we just quickly have to go to step 3 because all liabilities are paid, all assets realized. We just have to find the profit or loss on realization, transfer that to partner's capital and find the final payment. Right? So let's do it. So I have totaled up all the credit side and debit side and I found my debits were more. So 4,86,200 minus all these is giving me a balancing figure here. 45,750. That's loss, right? Because debits are more. The loss is to be debited to partner's capital. So written here by partner's capital account. A, B and C, what is the ratio? 1:2:2. That's the profit sharing ratio in which I have divided the loss. Alright. So realization account is closed. This loss will be debited to partner's capital also. So written here to realization 1950, 18,300 and 18,300. Loss is transferred. Everything else done. What do we have to find out? कि पार्टनर को कितना देना है और मे बी लेना भी हो सकता है. तो बैलेंसिंग फिगर कैन बी ऑन आइदर साइड. इट्स नॉट बैलेंस carried down, so it's bank account because we are closing it. Total up is credit side minus the debit. I got this. Same thing for B and C, right? So these are the figures that have come, the balancing figures, and that is the final amount of settlement, bank account. So here bank account mein you will write by partners capital A, B and C. You have paid these amounts, so please put their respective amounts here. And then when you tally, the bank account should close and the total should be the same. The total is coming to 3,76,400 on both sides. So once your bank account tallies, you can rest assured that you must have got the things right. Okay. So this is how we do the realization sum. Then the current account balances are given. And I hope all the adjustments were clear, children. Please do like the video if you found that you really understood the concept well, the sum well, and do watch out for my next videos on dissolution. Take care.